It's 7 o'clock at night and I'm drinking espresso, a huge thing of espresso, because I don't ever sleep anymore. Literally, never sleep. I have a colicky baby. You guys, he has colic and I feel so terrible for him. So terrible, but literally slept maybe 4 hours in the last 50 hours. I've been counting because I'm just waiting for that moment I get sleep. Hi guys, welcome back to another Chat Spat. It has literally been like a hot couple of months since we last did one of these. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys so much for your patience and understanding with everything. It turned out from not such a good pregnancy to not such a good delivery to not such a good time with this child because the poor little chubby thing has colic and it's been rough. So I really appreciate your guys' kindness and understanding and supportive words. Just with your comments on Twitter, on here, everywhere. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who still watches me, who's still here, who still leaves comments, who still leaves thumbs ups. I just appreciate it so very much. So we have a lot I want to discuss, but it's really only two things, but there's so much in it that I want to talk about. So we're just going to jump right into it. If you are intrigued, excited, just want to talk about the things that we're going to be talking about, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it. So the first topic I want to talk about was actually brought to me by a good friend Teresa, and she tweeted this to me and I thought it was a great thing that we can discuss. I'm not sure if I've ever discussed this before or not. I feel like I might have touched on this before in a Chat Spat, but I'm not positive. But it's always something that's good to put out there as my channel grows. I think this is something that you should really just keep reminding people and keep talking about because it does happen a lot and people take what they see online these days at face value. Like they literally believe, oh, my electronics are just turning on and off by themselves. You know, no biggie. No. But what she wanted to talk about was Tarte calling out companies using reviews without her permission, or, you know, just any YouTuber in general. And is this a common thing with other YouTubers? And then she put hashtag buyer beware with a question mark. And I really do think this is a great topic to touch on because it does happen. Where I mostly see it happen the most is on Facebook. A lot of Facebook, and what I see most with this is it's overseas, you know, Chinese, I want to say like Asian sellers do this a lot. And I see that happen so much on Facebook. But it is really not just Asians, but it's a lot like foreign countries are doing this. And I don't know if their laws over there are completely different than in the US. I'm not really sure how that works online. If any of you know, you can let us know in the comments. But they will take chunks of a YouTuber's video of them using a said product or reviewing it or whatnot and put it all together as part of their like promo ad for whatever product they're trying to sell, like their little commercial whatnot they put on their websites and their Facebook pages. And I've actually seen this with my good friend Dinah as well. She also had something, and this was crazy because when it happens, every time I've seen this happen personally, and it's every single time I've seen this happen with someone that I know, they didn't even like the product that the company was taking it from, but the company takes little snippets out of their video to make it look like they actually like the product, when the reviews or what that person thought of the product was actually very negative. And then with Dinah, it was like a detangling hairbrush. It was kind of like the wet brush, only it was some other brand, but it wasn't even that brand's hairbrush that they were trying to sell and use. And you could see that in the video, yet they still took a snippet out of her video and made it look like it was their brush when she was even talking about that specific brush negatively, or she didn't like that brush anyway, and put it as their like ad on their Facebook page. Now I have a big problem with that because people will see that and they will believe that it is that company's and that she does positively like that product. So she's then becoming an unwanted accessory to a lie, to false advertisement, and I think that that's a huge problem. Now Tati did the best she could with the reach that she had to tell everybody that, you know, what was going on, and she even wrote to the company and was like, take that down, you do not have my permission to use my video, and they met her with like serious resistance. They tried to like bribe her, I want to say. They try to like bribe her into letting them keep it, and then when she was like, no, absolutely not, they got nasty towards her. And the only way to deal with that is by getting a lawyer, and that can be so costly and time consuming and pointless. If you got a lawyer or tried to sue or just do whatever with a lawyer, to everybody who does crap like this on the internet, you would spend hundreds of thousands of your own dollars trying to deal with this, never even knowing if the outcome is going to be in your favor. The time that it would take for court and just meeting with your lawyer and all of that would be such a waste of time. And so not a lot of people are willing to do that unless it's a big enough thing that's going on. And a lot of the times things like this just aren't in someone's priority list when it comes to actually getting a lawyer and dealing with things legally. So that does stink. So it's good to just put it out there for you guys as consumers and viewers and watchers of these things to just be reminded to not always believe what you see. Do your own research. And just if you see a YouTuber you know in an ad or something like that, contact them. One, let them know, because they may not even know, and that's not even right because they deserve royalties or something like that. And two, something bad could be going on, like they're, unbeknownst to them, being part of a false advertisement ad, and nobody wants to be a part of that. So always reach out and let the YouTuber know in any way that you can, and just don't believe those things. Do not believe those things. There are so many things out there that are just a lie. Like, I really do want to honestly say that I think 70% of social media is nothing but a lie. Nothing but a fabrication, a stretch of the truth. Everybody has, you know, we all live our own illusions, and we all have our own opinions, and we all have our own ways that we receive things that we see, which may not always be what the reality of the situation is. And people like to express it all like it's facts on the internet, and because we can in most cases. So you have to take it at face value. You really have to take everything with a grain of salt and remember that that happens. You know, you don't want to waste your money on this kind of stuff. Never. So thank you, Teresa, for giving me that topic. I love it when you guys come to me with topics to talk about when you want my opinion on something and you want me to talk about it. Let people know, or if you just want, you know, want people's opinions on personal matters, it doesn't matter. You can stay anonymous. Contact me. Let me know. I love it. Thank you. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is something that I actually saw Jacqueline Hill retweet, but I also saw the original tweet lower down, and I couldn't have agreed with it more. But I don't know if what I took away from this is what this person exactly meant, but what I took away from it is what I want to talk about. Now, the tweet says, y'all have to stop subconsciously coming into agreement with negative thoughts and opinions that other people project on you. Now, what I personally took away from this, or what it kind of just sparked in me, is the fact of the negativity online, on Twitter, on YouTube, the bandwagon of drama. People, and the fact that people in general will believe or watch the most hateful, negative, or dramatic things that they can see over uplifting people, thinking positively, or just doing positive things or being nice online. And I think that it's a huge problem, and I don't think that enough people talk about it. A lot of people bitch about it on Twitter, but really, what are you going to do on Twitter? You know, what are you going to do? Nobody actually does anything to try to fix this. There's just a whole lot of complaining, bitching, and whining, honestly. Or poor's me, woe is me. I do it too. You know, where you get on Twitter and you complain. You know, people are so mean, and I wish people would stop thinking this about me, and haters are going to hate, you know, stuff like this. But nobody actually tries to do anything. Nobody tries to make a movement, a positive movement. Nobody tries to actually change it. And it's really hard to. I mean, you're never going to change the hate online. It's always going to be there. But I don't mean the haters and trolls. I don't mean the people that are in mommy's basement that make it their life's work to destroy people online. Or, you know, the trolls that they literally make money. I don't know how, but I know that it's possible off what they do. I don't even mean the drama channels, but they are tied into this. The reason why they're so successful is because of this happening. People would rather watch drama and believe that these drama channels know what they're talking about and the things that they say are true, so they watch them and they believe them like it's gospel. And it's disgusting. And it's not true. It's a facade, and it's people making money off things they have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea. And you can really tell that they dislike a lot of the YouTubers they talk about. So my camera shut off, and I had no idea where it shut off because I was talking so much. So, meh. But really what I don't understand is how people can feel like they know someone so much from watching their YouTube videos to the fact that they can say that they hate them. The fact that they can make whole channels talking about all the things that make this person look bad and act like they know it all as facts when they don't. They don't know this person. You can't possibly know someone. You can feel like you know them because you can watch them for years, you know a lot about them, but you do not know this person enough to even form that emotion of hate. Like, it makes no sense. It's not right. It's an illusion, and it spreads hate like wildfire. And people, they're really harsh on Twitter too, you know, and they're just so, people in general these days on social media are opinionated and very locked into the fact that they're allowed to have their opinion. But people's opinions are never positive anymore. People's definition of opinions, constructive criticism, things like that, are never kind, never positive, never uplifting for the most part. I'm talking about between 70 to 85% of this is people thinking that constructive criticism and their opinions have to be something negative or hateful. And that's what YouTubers see constantly. They see constantly. I even have people that are arguing in the comments about hating people that disable their comments, delete comments, stuff like that, because they have freedom of speech. And first off, a lot of these people weren't even Americans. You don't have freedom of speech at that point. I don't know how it is in your country, but that's an American thing. And secondly, you have your right, you know, you have your freedom of speech, like freedom of speech, but not the freedom from the consequences of what you say. So if someone wants to disable their comments or they want to delete you or block you, that is their right. When you go onto someone's YouTube channel, you're essentially walking into their store. You walk into someone's store butt naked, raging, running around, woo, with bananas flying and everything, they're going to kick you out and have you arrested. You can say whatever you want to say, but it's not going to stop you from being arrested, not being able to go in that store again, or getting your teeth knocked down your throat. So people need to remember that. The same thing applies online. You know, there's just no physical attribute to it. But you can still cross that line to where you'll get arrested, and people forget that as well. And I see a lot of the times as well that a lot of viewers and subscribers, they don't even want to comment or talk to YouTubers unless it's them correcting what they say, how they spell something, how they use something, or they want to give some kind of constructive criticism that is never nice. Now, I have 18.2 thousand subscribers, and out of the maybe 1,000 to 2,000 that actually watch my videos, I have maybe like 50 to 100 comments in my comment section sometimes. And for the most part, everyone is very, very kind, but I have probably anywhere between 5 to 10 subscribers out of all of those subscribers that will, every single video, no matter what it is, no matter how interested they are in it, will always watch it and always leave a positive and uplifting comment. And you guys know who you are, and I love you so dearly. Those are the people that I continue to do this for. Those are the people that make me want to continue to do this. And that's sad though, that out of 18.2 thousand, I have between 5 to 10 people who are like that. And that's on a lot of people's pages. I mean, if you are a creator and you're watching this, let me know how many constant, every video, uplifting commenters you get on your channel. I'm actually very intrigued to know. But I just think in this time, in this day and age, people are very angry. We have a lot to be angry about. Everybody's kind of taking their turn with, what about me? What about us? We're important. We matter. Our voices need to be heard. We need to be protected. You know, and everybody seems to be taking a turn, whether it's racial or it's gender or it's political, it's everything. People are angry and demanding and outraged, and they have every reason to be. You know, we're hurt, and this is how we express ourselves, but a lot of people go online to get away from a lot of that. But that's all you see online now, is the hate and the rage and the anger and the hurt And so there's not a lot of positivity and happiness and uplifting going around. And I think that now, more than ever, we need that. So it's just a little reminder for you guys, you know, open discussion in the comments as to what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on this. But an open reminder from me that when you watch this, go out and make it a point every day to uplift or be kind or leave a kind comment to one person every day. Do what you can, even if it's just one moment, 1 second, one person every one day. It doesn't matter. Just try. If we all just try, I think there will be a lot more happiness. And remember that online, all of it is really just an illusion. But the people that you're seeing are real, that have real feelings, real thoughts. You know, they're not just TV characters that you can take a big dump on their chest and they'll never ever see you. You are in fact talking to people who are going to see your words, and it is going to affect them. And you don't know these people, no matter how much you feel like you do. And the things that people are saying or even showing you about these people, maybe 50% of it is true. Maybe. There's always two sides to every story, and online social media is like playing that game of telephone. There's a line of people, you say one thing to one person, they say it to the next, you know, on and on. Every time, by the end of that person, that very last person will have what the first person said completely wrong. Take that game, that example, and put that to social media, and that's exactly what happens. So leave me your guys' thoughts and opinions and comments down below about both topics that we talked about. Like I said before, if you guys have any topics that you want to discuss or want my opinion on, leave them in the comments or contact me privately anywhere. If you want to say unanimous or just talk, you know, long comment, whatever, you guys are more than welcome to do that. I reply back to everybody no matter where you contact me, so it doesn't matter. Find anywhere, literally anywhere, and I'll get back to you. I really do appreciate any topics. I want to know what people want to talk about. It's always helpful. So thank you for taking the time out to watch this. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.